Today, I'll be taking some of your guys' most random fingerboard setups and rating them in this video. Today, I'm staying in the beautiful city of Vancouver, and I will be rating your guys' fingerboard setups. Look at the view from up here. This place is actually just so beautiful. For the very first setup, we have a pretty nice one. I'd say these trucks are Black River, and I can't really tell what board that is, so I'll give this one a 6.5 out of 10. The graphic is just a little too boring. Here we have a pretty basic fingerboard setup. The yellow is pretty cool though, so I'll give this a 5 out of 10. I have no idea what this board is, but I don't really like the red and yellow together, so I'll give this a 4.2 out of 10. I thought this setup was like a really high quality setup. This looks pretty poor quality, but it does look pretty nice. 6 out of 10. For number 5, we have whatever this is. Like, I literally do not know what this is. 9.9 out of 10, of course. I'm pretty sure this is a tech deck graphic. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll give this a 4 out of 10. Guys, we got the Kinder Fingerboard. Like, is there ever gonna be a fingerboard better than this? Extremely easy 10 out of 10. This setup actually looks so cool. I would say these are probably Ilpil wheels, and then we have like Black River trucks. Don't really know what deck that is, but it looks like maybe a Black River board. 10 out of 10. Are you supposed to sit on this? Because like, I feel like you should be able to sit on this, but this is in the way. We have a pretty solid setup for the 9th board, but this is a pretty boring graphic, and I don't really like the stickers. 5.5 out of 10. I would say this is just a basic tech deck, but I'll give this a 5 out of 10 because it does have kind of a cool graphic. It's actually so windy out here right now. This board has a pretty cool look. I do like the board rails, it kind of adds to the board, but it's definitely not like the highest quality setup, so I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Why is there a mirror on the top of the elevator? This board is pretty basic, but it does match pretty well, so I will give this a 7.5 out of 10. Generally, teak boards don't have like a super cool look, but this does have a pretty cool look. 7.2 out of 10. I want to say this board might be a 36mm. I'm not a fan of the colors, but these parts are very good, so I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Number 15, we have a very nice setup. I kind of forget what these trucks are, but I've heard they are very good. And dude, the split ply on this board is so clean. 9 out of 10. We have a pretty nice DK setup here, but these trucks almost look like they're 36mm, but I can't really tell. This is a pretty clean setup, so I will give this an 8.4 out of 10. We have one of my mountain decks here, and I don't really know what wheels those are, but this is pretty clean, so I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. We have a teak setup here, but I don't really like this blue on any sort of setup, especially with pink and like mint green wheels. This one is like a 2 out of 10 for me. Right here we have the biggest fingerboard trucks anybody has ever seen. I wonder if it's actually possible to even fingerboard with skateboard trucks. I can't even tell what this setup is, so 4 out of 10. Okay, this setup is actually pretty clean. I don't really know what board that is, but those dynamic trucks are fresh. I don't know what wheels these are, but I might say like dynamic wheels. I don't know if they make this shape or not, but it kind of just looks like them. 8.4 out of 10. This couch is actually so comfortable. This looks like a wooden board literally carved out of a piece of wood. I'm kind of curious what this board even looks like from the side. Some of these wheels are tech deck wheels, others are just random bearing wheels. I'll give this like a 4 out of 10. We have the pocket knife fingerboard. Is there anything even better than this? Extremely easy 10 out of 10. We have what looks to be a paper fingerboard. This doesn't look too bad, but you can definitely spend a lot more time working on them to make them look a lot better. When I said that nothing can beat the pocket knife fingerboard, I was wrong. What is this? We got the airsoft gun fingerboard. 200 out of 10. I don't even care. 200 out of 10. This looks like maybe a homemade board, but this is a pretty nice setup. I thought these were China trucks, but these are Black River. 6.8 out of 10. All right, this setup is pretty nice. The trucks and wheels are not the highest quality, but the board is pretty high quality. 5.6 out of 10. I feel so small in the frame. Here we have a singular piece of grip tape for the fingerboard. 6 out of 10. We got the iPhone 8 Plus as a fingerboard. I'm pretty sure this phone is pretty thin and lightweight as well, so this may actually be able to work as a fingerboard. I can't tell if these purple wheels are also tech deck, but I'm pretty sure these trucks are tech deck trucks. This board looks pretty cheap, so this is a 4 out of 10. We got a DK setup here, And why are there bushings in between the wheels? I know these are probably supposed to be like spacers of some sort, but why? 3.4 out of 10. I just remembered there's also a balcony here. I don't know what this board is, but we have some of those like newer China trucks. I do like this graphic though, not gonna lie. 7.7 out of 10. We have a P-rep board here, and I didn't even know that they made a 29mm one. 5.6 out of 10. Here we have one of my signature Bull God fingerboards with my graphic on it. I like both of my boards quite a bit, but I don't really like the orange one as much as the other one. So I will give this one a 6.7 out of 10. Everybody sit down before you see this next image. What is this? Like, I'm genuinely asking, what is this? What is this made from? Who made it? Why did somebody make this? Negative 18 out of 1. I don't even know what this board is, but we have Tech Deck trucks, and I don't know what wheels those are. Everything kind of goes together, so I will give this a 6.2 out of 10. We got the Lego scooter and Lego pogo stick. I feel like this series started out as rating my subscribers' fingerboards, but it's just evolving into rating whatever my subscribers own. Still gonna give it an 8 out of 10 though, because this is kind of cool. Considering that the ledge in the background of this looks pretty homemade, I'll say this board is probably also a DIY board with just stock Tech Deck parts on it. 5 out of 10 for this one. I'm pretty sure this is a Black River board. I don't know what this board is, but I would say these are probably Black River trucks. I have no idea what wheels these are, but I will be giving this one an 8 out of 10. This is a pretty standard teak setup, so it's a 6 out of 10. For this setup, we don't have the nicest parts, but it still looks pretty good. 7.8 out of 10. I hope everybody watching this has a wonderful day. I'm filming this on my 16th birthday, so I'm pretty excited. If you want to be featured in my next rating subscribers fingerboard video, go join the Discord, first link in the description. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.